Good morning students. Today we are going to start our lecture with the topic power of the lens. Power of the lens is defined as the reciprocal of focal length of the lens taken in meter. If the focal length of the lens is 1 meter, then the power of lens is 1 diopter. The unit of power of lens is diopter. It is represented by capital D. Now students, if the focal length of the lens is small, the power will be large, and if the focal length of the lens will be large, its power will be low, as they vary inversely. Next we have a discussion that what happens when a lens is immersed in a liquid. That is, we are taking a lens and we are immersing that lens into a liquid. Here we have taken two refractive index. N1 is the refractive index of the material of the lens and N2 is the refractive index of the liquid in which the lens is immersed. Now in case 1, if N1 is greater than N2, that is refractive index of liquid is greater than the refractive index of lens, then the focal length of the lens increases, and if the refractive index of lens is less than the refractive index of liquid, then the focal length of the lens decreases. So whenever a lens is immersed in a liquid, there is a change in the focal length of the lens, and the increase and decrease of the focal length depends upon the refractive index of the lens and the refractive index of the liquid in which the lens is immersed. Next we are going to talk about combined focal length of thin lenses. That is, we have two thin lenses and they are placed in contact with each other with a similar principal axis, and what we will find that what is the focal length of this combined system. Now here students, we have two lenses L1 and L2. These two are convex lenses which are placed close to each other with a common principal axis. A point object O is placed on the principal axis at a distance u from the lens L1. Now the image, if the L2 lens is not present here, then the image formed by the lens L1 is I dash, which is formed at a distance V dash from the lens L1. Now this image I dash acts as a virtual object for the lens L2, and the final image of the object is formed at I at a distance V from the second lens. So here students, first image is formed I dash, which is by the lens L1, and the I is the image which is formed by the combination of the two lenses of the point object O placed at a distance u from the lens L1. So first of all, we will consider the object as O and the image as I dash. We have the lens formula as 1 upon V dash minus 1 upon U is equal to 1 upon F1. Now in the second case, we are considering the image. जो image हमारी final image है I, and जो हमारा object है वो object क्या है, हमारा I dash, that is our virtual image. जो हमारी फर्स्ट के इमेज बनेगी, that will act as a virtual object for the lens L2. We have 1 upon V minus 1 upon V dash is equal to 1 upon F2. Adding them we get 1 upon V minus 1 upon U is equal to 1 upon F1 plus 1 upon F2. 1 upon V minus 1 upon U is the equal to 1 upon F, which is the combined focal length. So 1 upon F is equal to 1 upon F1 plus 1 upon F2. This is the formula for the combined focal length of the lenses L1 and L2 having focal length F1 and F2 respectively. After discussing the combination of two convex lens, now we will discuss that if we are having one concave lens and the other convex lens, and we have placed one concave and one convex lens together. Here f1 is the focal length of convex lens and f2 is the focal length of the concave lens. 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon f1 plus 1 upon f2. This is the formula which we have derived for the combination of the lenses. Now the focal length of the convex lens is positive, so f1 will be taken as positive, while the focal length of the concave lens is negative, so f2 will be taken as negative. So we have 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon f1 plus 1 upon minus f2, which is equal to 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon f1 minus 1 upon f2, and f is equal to f1 f2 upon f2 minus f1. Now in this we have three cases which we will decide that कि जो combination of the two lenses है, there one is concave, one is convex, तो जो वो combination of lenses है, whether it will act as a concave lens or it will act as a convex lens. Now in case 1, if f1 is greater than f2, means the focal length of convex lens is greater than the focal length of the concave lens, then f is negative, so it will behave as a concave lens. If the focal length of convex lens is less than the focal length of concave lens, then f is positive, means the combination will behave as a convex lens. And if focal length of convex lens is equal to focal length of the concave lens, then f is 0, means the combination of the lens will behave as a plane refracting surface. Next we have the formula for the power in the combination of the lenses. When the lenses are combined together, then the power is given by P1 plus P2 and so on. That is, the resulting power is equal to sum of the individual powers of the lenses which are combined. Next we have combined magnification. Here m is equal to m1 into m2 into m3, means the combined magnification of the lenses is equal to the product of the individual magnification of each lens, which means that each lens is magnifying the image which is produced by the previous lens. Next we are going to discuss one NCERT numerical. Now in this numerical what we have been given that a double convex lens of same radii of curvature is to be constructed from a glass of refractive index 1.55. If the focal length is 20 cm, find radius of curvature. Here students, we have to construct a double convex lens, means a lens in which the both sides are convex, and it has been given that it is that both the spherical surfaces are having same radii of curvature, means R1 is equal to R2 is equal to R say, and the focal length is given as 20 cm. We have to find the radius of curvature. So 1 upon f is equal to, according to the lens maker formula, 1 upon f is equal to n minus 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2. Since both our radii of curvature are equal, they will be equal to r, but one value is positive which is measured to the right and other is negative which is measured to the left. So putting the values, we have 1 upon f is equal to n minus 1 into 1 upon r plus 1 upon r. So 1 upon f is equal to n minus 1 into 2 upon r. When we will solve it, we get the value of radius of curvature as 2 into n minus 1 into f. N is the refractive index of glass, which is equal to 1.55. Focal length is 20 cm. So the radius of curvature comes out to be 22 cm. Okay students, that's all for today. Now the lenses part is over. We have discussed all the articles which are there in the chapter lenses, which are related to the lenses. Now in the Next lecture we will start with refraction and dispersion of light through a prism. But before that we will discuss all the numericals of this chapter.